So we're passing the entryway to one of the neighborhoods where I know several people have been very, very ill. It's kind of an upscale San Fernando Valley neighborhood. We represent about 8,535 people impacted by the blowout. We have multiple people with similar cancers, and we're trying to understand why. Despite the fact that this was probably the largest natural gas blowout in history, there is no public agency leading the charge in doing a health study. We're against one of the largest industries that controls pretty much the planet, oil and gas. And what that means is, how do we figure out how to slay the giant with a pebble? We are going to see one of my clients. Aaliyah has a rare form of cancer, a leukemia called AML. We are concerned that Aaliyah's cancer could be related to the blowout exposures and the chemicals.
I am moving because there is a gas leak. I'm going to take the stickers with me to my new house.
She's in remission. We feel thankful, but we realize there's a possible link with her specific type of cancer to some of the toxins we were exposed to, and we decided we couldn't stay. It was a hard decision because this was our dream house. She has a 40% chance to relapse, and if she relapses here, I'm always gonna feel like it's because we brought her back here.
You do.
It's important to realize that these types of exposures of communities living close to these industrial operations pose hazards and risks that really are not very well understood. I do think that people will experience health symptoms in the future, whether or not they're actually related to the well exposure or not, probably can never be conclusively proven, but without a study that really looks at this, then those answers will be very unanswerable.
After a lengthy legal battle, SoCalGas agreed to fund a $1 million health study on the effects of the blowout. That study hasn't started yet. A panel of experts and county officials estimate that conducting a comprehensive study would actually require up to $40 million.
If we had a list of chemicals that we knew of that were being blown into the air and then rained on people's houses, we wouldn't have to go back and play forensics. The people continually ask me, can we test for toxins? So I finally implemented the toxin testing components.
At the time of the blowout, Dr. Nordella was a family practitioner at an urgent care clinic in Porter Ranch. He initiated his own survey to understand the health effects of the blowout.
So I hope the study will just be revealing enough for then the proper agency to pick up the ball and run with it and do the appropriate study.
And having reviewed Dr. Nordella's work, I'm left with far too many questions, deeply concerning questions.
This is significant. The one thing that stood out on everybody was this chemical. We'll just call it PGO.
Dr. Nordella's results from 106 patients showed significantly elevated levels of a byproduct of ethyl benzene and styrene, chemicals linked to causing cancer. These levels were on average twice as high as what's usually seen in California.
My opinion, otherwise it's scientifically irresponsible to ignore the facts and allow the continued operation of Aliso Canyon gas storage facility.
I am very impatient that it's taking so long for this health study to get done, because many people with strong health problems are making connections of those health problems with the threats at Aliso Canyon, and until the health study is completed, we really can't answer those questions.
SoCalGas did not reply to multiple requests for an interview, but emailed stating that officials say there is no long-term risk to public health or safety from the gas leak. State and local regulators have said that they don't believe there are long-term health effects, but they also state that a more comprehensive study is needed.
I'm scared, frankly. I think the case for shutting this thing down is more compelling than ever.
The effects of this is so staggering, there are no words.